so different, at least for us that live in this part of the world. This is the capital, Kathmandu, and it's when you're there, and this is at the top of a hotel we stayed just for a couple of days. You look at it and you're like, wow, I'm here. I can't believe I came this far on the world, and I can't believe I'm here for something good, because this is something good, it's something huge. It might not seem much to us because we look at it and you just think, yeah, some people just went there, they just went there to paint a building, and it's not a big deal. But for them, imagine when you're living in a less privileged part of the world, a group this large, they came all the way to your country to do something for you. So even we probably wouldn't appreciate it as much, but that's what makes it so good, because they really appreciate, they realize what we have done. It's probably not much because we are loving to the experience, but we still came out of our own way to do it. And it's really good to be rewarded. This is our group, and in the back you can see all these mountains, and this is a country where wherever you look you see mountains, but it's beautiful and it's very nice. And then I tried to compile a few pictures of random moments, and where you can see mostly happiness. This is just some kids in the back. It's beautiful to see it. They are always in contact. They are always hugging each other. You get there, you get to a school of like 300 children, and they all seem they come from the same family. They're all. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. This is just a small proof that I was working. Okay, just so I can show something. This is me painting the inside of the room, which looked very nice at the end. So I thought I added that just for fun, and then also I thought about adding a few pictures of other members for you guys to see that we were there working with happiness. Everyone was there working. They weren't like, oh, I have to paint this. Well, no, we were there, but it's exciting just to be there, and everyone is so happy. Everyone is smiling. It doesn't matter what we're doing. So this experience in general, it's 15 days of happiness, of being there. And this trip that Adra does, it's amazing. And some very not very safe. The men, they're not very safe while working there. There's no health and safety, but it's fun. It's just a different way that we do stuff over here. And what I also like to add is that how we all know Adra. I mean, I guess everyone in the room, we have heard about Adra before. And the thing is, we sometimes contribute, we help, whatever ways we do it, we fill some boxes to the kids. But how do we really know? We don't really know. We don't really get to see it, But once these trips, they call Adra Connections, because Adra has offices all over the world. They have offices in a lot of countries. So, someone from here, from the UK, reaches out to an office in Nepal and say, we're going to do a project. And then we, as a group, each person, we pay for everything. We also give some money to the project. And then in there, we do some fundraising, we do everything. And when we get there, we see Adra Nepal, and we see that, well, they are actually doing something, People there, they know Adra. They can tell, they have a good experience with Adra. They've done something for them. So it's amazing to see what, our church, this organization, that it feels like it's ours. It's good to see how effective we are, how helping, how we are changing lives. This is their classrooms. They have these benches which are also tables, and it's interesting to see. And then great thing, they had left on the building this board there that is going to be there for a long while, because I'm pretty sure they don't. I don't know if they build buildings that often. So this school is going to be there for ages. And there's this saying that Adra Nepal and Adra UK, which is us and my group, we left a mark there. We went there, we did something good, we improved it, whatever, and it's a great feeling to know it's going to stay there for a long time, and it's great. And you can see, you can see the pictures. We all interact with students. They love us. We are from so far. The teachers, everyone is interested in us, and we are so interested in them, because just like they don't see people from the West so often. We don't see people from that side of the world so often either. So it's very good, this connection. And again, another factor that, because when I went last year with the other trip with Adra, and I did a presentation like this, I told you about how children are so happy, and they don't have what we have here. And that's just proven over and over again. You get to places, man, I don't know, they are so happy. Whatever they playing, whatever they doing, the children, you're happy. You get happy just to see them. So it's a really good feeling. And all in all, we did so many different things apart from building, apart from working on that school. We went to visit communities. We went on some sightseeing. We even went on a safari on the end of the trip. So I can't go over all we did, but it's good to know that. It's good to see the pictures, I guess. We hear this is in a community that we went on a Sabbath, and again, people, they were so welcoming. They were so happy to see us. We gave them some toys. Children loved it. For instance, this is one of the ladies of our group. They just get so excited to see her hair, that they'd never see it. They just want to touch it. It's really nice to see this difference of culture and how we never saw them, many of them, before, and yet we were so close to each other. Everyone got along with everyone. So it's a very nice experience. And this is some of us in our finished project. This is the city in there. If you've been to Asia, it's just different, and it's beautiful. And yeah, I don't know really what else to add apart from how great everyone in Nepal was to us that came from here, from the UK. How great we tried to be to them, and how this experience, I honestly, it changes your life. It changes your perspective. And since I'm here, I can also appeal to everyone, literally everyone. It's a great thing to do if you ever want to do something that you want to do a difference. These Adria trips, they are amazing, and it's just a monkey having an ice cream. We don't see it very often, but it was very fun. Scott took these pictures, very nice, and everything. The organization of the cables, it's a bit different, but everything works fine. Everything in their own way. So it doesn't matter to us how it is, But yeah, I have some things, We got to the places. They made huge lines. They did that red thing in our head. They were smiling. They were singing, and yeah, and in the end we got to do this safari, luckily, and we also got to this ride on the elephants, which is a bit controversial. We know some people don't think it's very nice, but this place, they just like they told us, they treat their elephants very nice, and they only go like on one excursion a day or something. So it was a very nice experience. You got to see. This is a rhino. I don't know if you've guys seen one, but this is just the back of it, but it's huge. It's a huge rhino. It's scary, and he was in the wild. And yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to share a bit because everyone here helped me so much, in all different ways, with prayers, with some people helped me financially. I just wanted to give a bit back and tell you guys how much this is worth to me and to whoever was there. And then also I invited Scott, which lives nearby, and he went with me. He went also on the trip, not with me, with Adra, and he's now going to add a few words also to what I said. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tiago. Hello, everybody. My name's Scott. As you saw, brought back some wonderful memories there. I'll just explain what I'm doing here. I'm a 6'2" tattooed biker that's in a church on a Sabbath. You might be wondering. Usually I'd be in that room for a meeting. I'm a recovering addict, and about a couple of years ago I went for a breakup, and it absolutely devastated me. And there's a saying in recovery, in the 12-step recovery: let go, let God. And I kept repeating this over and over in my head. And I came here on Friday still with this going through my head, going, let go, let go. And I looked up, and there's a poster there that said, let's go to Cambodia. And I went, okay, right, let's do it. And I went, and that's how I discovered ADRA, and it was amazing. So I said to myself, I'm going to do one of these every year. So I saw the Nepal one come up. Now, Nepal for me, oh dear. Nepal for me, I'd been twice before. I'd done hiking in the Himalayas and everything, so I kind of knew what the country was about and kind of loved the country anyway. And the opportunity to go out there and do some work, I jumped at. I've got to say, the trip, as did Cambodia, it stretched me mentally, physically, spiritually, but overall it enriched my life. That's basically what it did for me. The thing that got me with this trip was the kids. It was about the school and about the kids. When we were due to arrive at the school, we arrived in Kathmandu, and the school was about, I think it was about 20, 30 kilometres west of Kathmandu, on a road, and I use the word very loosely, road. There wasn't much tarmac on it, and there was a lot of lorries. There's two main roads in Nepal, one from Kathmandu to Pokhara, and that splits and goes down to Chitwan, and that's the main road into India. And there's not a lot of tarmac on any of it. So they're busy, they're chaotic. So we left Kathmandu, and these kids must have been waiting for hours, waiting for us to arrive. It was a 20-minute journey that took, I think 3-4 hours, something like that. But when we arrived, all the kids were there, and like Tiago was saying, the smiles on the faces were just lit up the hearts. We got there, and then we saw the project and went, right, okay. But we all grouped together, and we got on with it, and we did it. The thing with the kids, though, they were involved with it at all times and everything, and they were kind of, helping us out. And as you can see, so they're all in uniforms, and the thing that struck me as well with them, there's no wealth out there. There's no wealth out there. It's a very, very poor country. But they all had these uniforms, and they all looked after them to the best of their ability. They kind of shined the belts, they kind of cleaned the shirts and that, and all of them had a smile on their face. And every day they'd greet us, and we kind of saw we found that the kids kind of picked the favourites out amongst us, and we kind of had our own kids that would come out and seek us out. And there was one lad that in particular that I remember that I taught a handshake to. There's like a 4-stage handshake, and he had learnt this, and he had found me out every morning. He'd come and do it and everything. And he was a little scruffier than the rest of them, but there was something just so heartwarming about it. And like I say, that I think with the impression I got as well, they were so proud of being able to go to school, because it's not a given over there. It's kind of sort of, not everybody goes to school over there. So they're all very proud to be there. And there's one instance that there was a load of rubble out in the front of the building that needed moving to the basement. So, and this would never happen in the UK. They lined up the school kids, all in a line from the rubble pit to where the bricklayers were working, and they started passing bricks. So that was a school activity to help out on the building site. Absolutely amazing. And like I say, when we finished the work and everything, we had something to be really proud of, and it was a beautiful experience. And then we went off and we went down like Tiago was saying, down south to Chitwan, and we did other visits and everything. The thing that got me personally about the trip, it was 28 people from all different ages and everything that really bonded together with one common purpose of doing something good. And there was I think you were the youngest, aren't you? Up to there were over 60s there as well, and there wasn't an argument, wasn't a crossword that I was aware of. Everyone mucked in, and everyone got on with the job, and everyone bonded. And kind of, we still have a Facebook page going on now, so where everyone keeps in contact and everything like that. For me personally, I love the work that ADRA does. It's very thoughtful. it doesn't go and stamp the West on the East. It goes there and it's very sensitive about what the needs are and about how to take care of it. And for me, that is absolutely precious. And personally, I'll be doing the next trip, hopefully next year. I've got to keep my eye out. So thank you very much for letting me speak.
Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you very much, Tiago. That was, you know, we might not be able to manage a trip like that, but in our own way, as we mentioned in Sabbath School, I mean, we should be able to at least support some of these projects. This was a planned project. We know ADRA is very much involved in disaster relief, hurricane hits, ADRA's lair, etc., and things like that. So that's something that we always should remember. And I know some of our members do remember it. I know some give regularly on a monthly basis to ADRA, but then also